Now at 6, following that breaking news from Fort Lauderdale, our investigative team is digging into the alleged gunman, plus a former Secret Service agent weighs in on whether this will forever change the way we travel. Well, of course, anytime there's a tragedy like this one, it's very difficult for any of us to process. But this kind of violence raises so many questions about our safety at airports. And right now I'm joined by Thom Bolsch, who's a former Secret Service agent, and we so appreciate you being here. I want to first begin, Thom, by asking you, what is the process of traveling with a gun?
Well, as long as you're able in the state you're traveling from and the state you're traveling to possess that gun, you could check it underneath the belly of the aircraft. You can't obviously take it on the aircraft with you. It has to be in a locked, hard container, and it has to be unloaded. And then I would check with the airline that you're flying with, because each airline has a different way to check to make sure it is in fact unloaded and the ammunition is separate. Some of them just run it through the x-ray machines. Some of them make you physically open up the case to prove that it is in fact an empty weapon.
But you, of course, could then have the bullets in another place on you.
Yes, you're not allowed to carry even the bullets or any parts to a gun on the plane, but underneath you certainly can, and in this instance that's what happened. He had everything in his check bags, went into the restroom, assembled what he needed, and then came out and did what he did.
Okay, so as we sit here now worried about our future at airports, what kind of changes might they enact to try and prevent something like this from happening again?
Well, unfortunately, it appears through other problems and other crises like this that they have a knee-jerk reaction and they just try to throw assets at it or different solutions to it. So I think they really need to think it through and what is the best way to do it. Some other countries make you wrap your luggage in cellophane and you're not allowed to take that cellophane off until you leave the airport. That might be one way to do it. Extra security. You know, it's just an unfortunate incident. We're just going to have to see the best way to do it, because the common goal is to keep everyone safe in every part of the airport.
Absolutely, and we certainly obviously need another layer of security that we hadn't thought about before.
Absolutely.
So many ways.
Baggage claim, unlike the rest of the airport, people could come from the outside unscreened. So that's also another issue.
Point.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thom, we so appreciate you being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Melanie.
All right, thank you, Gina and Thom.